results and outcomes are very much the ticket of admission. So you really need people who know how to collect data, evaluate data, and develop the kind of outcomes management that will sell people and convince them that what we're doing actually has an impact on people's lives, on communities, and on reducing poverty.
The state budget is among the most important policymaking tools that Virginia has. And the problem is that it's quite complex. How is it that the concerns and issues for low and moderate income Virginians can be considered in this very important policy debate that we have every year in Virginia?
There was no organization that could credibly offer the advocacy community broadly the kinds of data and analysis that they need to bolster their positions.
Well, my thought was we say you're going to have to educate voters on these changes, right? What you're saying you're not.
So we were launched in December of 2006. At first it was just me. I was the first employee of the organization. Over time we've added additional staff.
Through the standards of quality.
The real challenge was how are we going to really pull this off to become a group that really was known as a credible, reliable, independent source of insight and information. How do we add value to the debates that were already going on in the state?
The Commonwealth Institute really draws people that are at their core analysts, that are interested in numbers, are interested in evidence, but that also care about where that takes you and what all of that means and how that can be used to affect things in government and day-to-day life. It has to have meaning and it has to have a broader context. It's really important to us that our analysis and our information is timely, that it's going out at the time when decisions are being made, when issues are being considered, because when it comes out after the fact, what's the point?
What we're seeing is that this budget doesn't do that, because what it essentially does is ignores a whole bunch of costs.
And we're accessible, and that's where my role comes in, is trying to make sure that the analysis we produce, the research we produce, is accessible to people, not just accessible in terms of comprehension, but it's also available to people. It is accessible, the information that people need is there.
Social justice folks, the faith community, all coming together on this common message that Virginia needs to make.
I mean, we are very reliant on the studies that they've done on poverty in Virginia, on employment, on health care.
So we've had important successes in putting out critical information on issues like the looming budget shortfalls that the state has faced, or the need to provide for an adequate safety net in this tough economy. But it's particularly gratifying when the work we've done has helped the lives of people. The Earned Income Tax Credit is a perfect example of that. The EITC is among the most effective anti-poverty programs that we have, yet the state slashed it during the recession. We worked hard to identify the cut. It was buried in an obscure part of the state budget, but also to show how the cut would impact a large number of Virginians. We also partnered with other advocates so that together we were able to restore the cut. That work alone helped over 100,000 low-income working families throughout Virginia.
It's very easy to demonize legislators as just so many politicians. But the fact of the matter is they are all trying to make the best decisions that they can in very difficult circumstances. What I hope is the right decisions get made for the long-term health of the Commonwealth.
It sustains us to know that we're working on behalf of people in our community who don't have a voice a lot of times in these key policy debates.
It's tremendously fulfilling working at the Commonwealth Institute, and when you see a success that gives you a sense of the high stakes, that the work we do here matters, that facts matter.